by shedding 6 times.
What is going on, horror gang? Welcome to another edition of our Shot 'em 6 times YouTube horror movie channel live stream event. How's everybody doing this afternoon? Hope everybody's having a great day. It's just starting to rain up here in York and here up in PA, so it's kind of a bummer. I hate it when it rains because it just makes everything so like blah. You know what I mean? But anyway, this is my afternoon killing spree live stream. Just some live horror talk. I actually streaming on not only YouTube today, I'm also streaming on Twitter and Facebook as well. So, any of you who come in the chat that are from Twitter and Facebook, head over to the YouTube channel. I shot them 6 times and hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Greatly appreciate everybody's support. I'll be doing this every once in a while where I'll be streaming to multiple platforms and stuff like that. Obviously try to grow the audience, drive people over to the YouTube. I mean, that's how you follow it. Losing my voice. That's what happens when you do videos and do a lot of live streams and stuff like that. You start to kind of lose your voice a little bit, but it doesn't matter. We're here. We're up in here today. Going to talk, obviously, some horror talk as well as give you guys some of my most underrated killers in horror and just in like cinema. Period. Just want to have a nice little live conversation. Maybe go for like 2 hours or whatnot. Maybe go to like 4:15ish, 4:30ish. Just a couple hours. Nothing too long today because I do have I am going to be going live on Facebook and Twitter as well and YouTube later on for Money in the Bank. I am going to be holding a special here on the channel for WWE's Money in the Bank pay-per-view. So I'll be sharing that, and here after the stream, I'll be tagging everybody who's in my friends list. Even if you don't want to get that tag, sorry, that's how I do my promotion and stuff. So any wrestling fans later that want to tune into that stream, hop on over, like and stream and come join us in the chat, and watch let's do a live pay-per-view watch along. All right, let's get to some of these chats in here. I see there's a couple of you guys are up in here. What's up, Screaming for Conrad? How you doing today, man? Cuz Mike, what's going on, man? How you doing? I'm sitting here losing my voice if you can't tell. So I'm trying to drink as much water as possible. And Lord knows, I hate to have to do that because I love my drinks with flavor. Kirsten Marie, what's going on? Thank you for stopping in. Conrad, I'm going to get to some of your questions here in a second, buddy. I just wanted to, say hi to everybody so far who's in the chat. And I want to let you guys know, I do have donation links in the description of the stream. I'm going to start showcasing my donation links. So if you guys want to make a donation to the channel, feel free. Obviously, you don't have to. I'm not, begging, you guys for it. It's just something if you guys want to do to support the channel. At least until I get monetized and all that stuff, and we can start doing super chats and all that good stuff or whatever. So if you guys want to make a donation to the channel, links are in the description. I have a Cash App and I also have a PayPal. So if you have either one of those and you want to make a donation, links are in the description. Feel free, as you see us also here on this banner here that I have displayed. Hey, can you turn that down, please? Hey, can you turn that down? Thank you. Oh, man, sorry about that, guys. Anyway, yeah, once again, if you guys do want to make a donation and support the channel in that regard and stuff like that, the donation links are in the description. If not, just do your boy a favor, like this stream, like the channel. It really does help. It drives more viewers. It drives, helps bring more people like us who like to talk horror into the community. You know what I mean? So, if you don't want to make a donation, that's fine. You know what I mean? Just like and share this stream. It really, really helps the channel out a lot. I'm at 193 subscribers. I am 7 away from 200 subscribers. So especially if you like and share this stream and we start getting some more audience in here and stuff like that, hopefully we'll run across some new subscribers as well. Larry, what's going on, man? How you doing today? It's good to see you in the chat too, buddy. I appreciate you stopping in. Just gonna do a little bit of live hard talk. Like I said, go live for like till like 4:15 ish, 4:30 or something like that. Just wanted to hang out with you guys and talk a little bit of horror because I am going to be going live later for WWE Money in the Bank. I'm having that special on the channel. You know what I mean and stuff. And I will be going live on Facebook and Twitter as well as I am now with that. So you know what I mean. I know some of us aren't wrestling fans and all that. So I wanted to at least cater to my horror audience for a couple hours before I went off and did that with Bob and Bobby's breakdowns as well. So yeah, you know what I mean? But if you are wrestling fans, of course, head over to the stream on the channel, hit that like button, share it, share it, share it. If you know wrestling fans, share it to them, tell them to come in the chat. I would love to have them. I would love to engage with them, new subscribers and stuff. And also tell them to like and subscribe to the channel. You know, I, I can't stress it enough, guys. I love this community. I love what I'm building here. You know what I mean? And obviously I want more people to join. That's right, Kirsten. So close to 200. Yes, so close. So close. And that's why I say I should have put the damn link in the description. But anybody who is watching from Facebook or Twitter, head over to the YouTube channel. I shot him 6 times. Hit that like and subscribe if you're a fan of horror content with a twist of some wrestling content. Hit that like and subscribe to the channel. Support is greatly appreciated. That's right. Almost to 200, guys. Almost to 200. Hopefully, we get it by the end of this stream. That would be really cool. I ain't even gonna lie. All right, Conrad, I'm gonna answer some of your questions that you had before. Obviously, I went live. I did see them and stuff when I was setting everything up. So I want to get to those real quick. Um, Conrad asks, Marcus, did you ever get to go to the 40th anniversary Halloween convention that they did in Pasadena, California, that they did 3 years ago? I wish I could have went. No, buddy. Unfortunately, I didn't. I'm not even going to lie to you. Like, I've been a fan of horror for many years. You know what I mean? But I was never one to like really venture out and like try to go to these cons and stuff like that. I never really took them that seriously or paid that much attention to them up until really this past year. Actually within the last like I want to say 6 to 9 months. Especially when I wanted to start doing my own YouTube horror movie channel and start taking it seriously and stuff. That's when I was like, you know what? It would be really smart. And not only that, it'd be a really cool experience to go to some of these cons and meet these people that you never thought you would meet in your day in your life. These people that you've watched them in these movies and maybe they had an impact on you. Maybe you're a fan of them. You get to go out and meet them, and sometimes you even get to hang out with them. So just the thought of that really started to intrigue me and to start going to some of these cons and stuff, as well as to also, now that I'm a content creator, especially on YouTube, that would be really smart to help push the brand and stuff like that. So I did not get to go, and up until like the last year, I didn't really start thinking about going to cons. But I mean, if they end up having a 50-year anniversary, obviously I would assume they would. If I could make that one, or if they have like a 45-year anniversary one, you know what I mean, in the next 2 years, I would definitely try my best to make that one. Going to Horror Hound Weekend was such a crazy experience for me. It was definitely life changing in a way, especially what I mean. It was an experience that I'll never forget, and definitely made me want to sign up to do more cons and stuff, as well as seeing that there were content creators there with their own booths, selling their merchandise, getting to know people, getting in, maybe, do a couple, live streams, or, do a couple quick videos and stuff like that. That really got me excited, what I mean, especially for doing this channel and just wanting to push forward, you know what I mean, and kind of do what they're doing. Hey, it's okay, calm down. It's all right. I know, pups. I know. It's okay. This happens every live stream. At some point, I am going to tell the dogs to calm down. You guys know this. All my regulars who are in the live chat, you guys know it. At some point in time, I'm going to be yelling at the dogs to chill it out a little bit. Oh, man. But yeah, Conrad, I mean, that was a good question, though, man. I really wish I could have went, honestly. You know what I mean? That would have been really fun. And hopefully they have a 45-year anniversary one or something close to that or whatever, to where they're going to get everybody together. And I would definitely love to attend that. It would still kind of feel somewhat blank for me a little bit because Donald Pleasance isn't alive. And outside of Michael Myers, Dr. Loomis is that's my favorite Halloween character. Like, to me, he was the Halloween franchise outside of Michael Myers. You know what I mean? So not getting being able to have Donald there, that would obviously, that would also take some stink off of it for me. But if they were able to get Tom Jones Jr. to be a part of that, that would soften the blow of not having Donald there for sure. Because Tom Jones Jr., that retcon scene in Halloween Kills, that's that's legendary. Like, and the fact that he looks like Donald Pleasance a little bit outside of the makeup, he actually does look like Donald Pleasance. So you can get Tom Jones Jr. to be a part of that reunion. That will soften the blow for not having Donald Pleasance, but still not having Donald there is just, for me, it's just like, oh man. But unfortunately, Donald passed in 90. What was it, 95, 96, when they were doing Curse of Michael Myers, Halloween 6. So yeah, I mean, I would still go though. Obviously, I would still go. But it would kind of feel like, oh man, Donald Pleasance ain't alive. He's the reason. I mean, guys, look at the channel name. I shot him 6 times. Like, that's Loomis all over it. Like, you know what I mean? He is that line that he spewed is the inspiration for this channel. You know what I mean? So, like, it just, I really wish he was alive. I really wish he was. I know you had some other questions here, Conrad. What is your favorite thing about horror conventions, the vendors or the guests? Honestly, man, everything. The entire atmosphere is just like, it's it's insane. Honestly, it really is. It's like you're entering another universe. You know what I mean? It's like I would put it this way, especially if you're a fan. And I'm a Las Vegas Raiders fan. Every day is Halloween football season. Every day is Halloween, period. If you know the Raiders fans dress up and cosplay almost every single day of their lives. You know what I mean? So just being able to go there and see people like us, you know what I mean, who love horror movies and dress up and cosplay like it's Halloween, even though it's not Halloween. You know what I mean? Who are there to have fun and have a good time and get to meet these people who these celebrities, who made them love these movies. Like, just the entire atmosphere, man. It's crazy, man. I can't Words really can't put into description, like, how great going to a con really is. You have to go in order to feel that experience for yourself, honestly. Like, the crazy thing is before I got my picture with Matthew, I went and got my picture with Jamie, the photo op. It's the photo op section. Because, see, what people don't know about a lot of conventions is that, at least from what I've looked up to and going to Horror Hound, is that the standing in line to go get an autograph or go get a video or go get a picture, it's different from the actual photo op or whatever. Just because the photo op, it's quicker. They got to get you out faster because they got so many people, you know what I mean? They're trying to funnel out and everything's on a time constraint. As opposed to a line, excuse me, excuse me, ugh, or whatever. But as opposed to a line, there's no real time constraints unless they have, the person you're going to see has a flight to catch and that's the day they're leaving or whatnot. But the photo ops, it's like you got to get your photo op, smile, maybe have a few words, and then you got to go. Well, here, when I went and got my photo op with Jamie Kennedy, you know what I mean? Hold on, that bad boy right there. You know what I mean? When I got that, the way they had it set up, it's kind of confusing on how you get out. Well, here I was trying to figure out how to get out, and Matthew Lillard directed me out. Mind you, this is before I even got my pictures with him the next day. Later that day. You know what I mean? This is before I got my pictures with him or whatever and stuff. They're all over my Instagram. You want to check it out and stuff. I do got to get those ones printed because I got those pictures done on my phone or whatever and stuff. But before I even got to meet him later on, I was trying to find my way out, and he's like, "Hey, buddy, yeah, you got to go this way," and just like it fucked me up because I had to do a double take. You know what I mean? I'm just like, "Oh shit, Stu!" Yeah, I mean, and shit. I was just like, "Yo, like it's just crazy, you guys. Like the experience, it's truly an amazing experience. And if you're a fan of horror movies and you've never been to a con, I implore you to go to one. You know what I mean? Get it out the way. I'm telling you, you once you go to one, you're gonna want to go to others. I'm telling you, it's fun. And the people, especially because I went to because Horror Hound is in Sharonsville, Ohio, which is like 10 minutes away from Cincinnati, something like that. So you can basically say Cincinnati, Ohio, or whatever. The people there, man, they were so welcoming, so cool. Welcome to the Horror Hound family. You know what I mean? Nice to see you here. Oh, hey, where are you from? From Pennsylvania. Oh, hey, well, you know what? Welcome. You know what I mean? Glad to have you here. You know what I mean? Glad to add more people to the family. All that stuff. Like the people there were just really, really, really cool. You know what I mean? Really, really good people. You know what I mean? And stuff. And everything, everything, Conrad, about the convention was really cool. You know what I mean? The people you're going to see in terms of celebrities, the overall atmosphere. Like, in honesty, it felt like I was at home. Move on to the next question. I'm gonna scoot down some comment. A story for a horror movie, what would that be? Oh, that's interesting. An original story. See, this tricky part about that question is what do you consider original anymore? Because almost everything has been done. You know what I mean? Like, I'll put it this way. My original premise, because I love slash, so it would have to be a slasher story. However, I would probably have to do it. How I would do it is, how there's always a motive for the most part with slashers outside of maybe Michael Myers, and even in the original franchise, they kind of did give him a motive by having Laurie be his sister. Um, I think that I would kind of take the Stu Macher route and create a killer who just kills to do it. You know what I mean? There's no motive, there's no reasoning, there's no backstory that what I mean. I would build this story around this killer who has no story. He just kills. He just does what he does. I think that, and I agree when Billy says to says to Cindy, it's a lot scarier when there's no motive. It is because you don't know the fucking reason why they're doing what they're doing. You know what I mean? Like that to me is way scarier than a backstory. Don't get me wrong. I love me a good backstory and I love me a good motive. But for me, and I guess it's me being spoiled with the Halloween franchise a little bit until they made that switch in, Halloween 2. And if you listen to John Carpenter's, interviews, he never wanted to do a Halloween 2. He never wanted to do a follow-up to Halloween. He wanted to keep that what if factor, like what happened to Michael Myers? Did he die? Or how did he get up from taking 6 shots? You know what I mean? And stuff like that. Like, why does he do what he does for so many years? For what now? What Halloween has been 44 years. We're going out that the Halloween franchise has been around, and everybody has been trying to figure out why Michael Myers does what he does, especially now in this new timeline that they're saying him and Laurie aren't brother and sister. Why does Michael Myers kill? And I've always been on record since I started this channel and just friends who talk horror with me and stuff like that. Listen, I don't want no fucking motive. I don't need a motive as to why Michael Myers is the way he is or why he kills. He's just an unstoppable killing machine. I love that premise. So I think if we're to do an original story, it would have to be based around a killer. It would have to be based around a killer who doesn't have a motive for why they do what they do. You know what I mean? Now, would I try to implement some supernatural elements? Probably not. You know what I mean? Because I feel like that'd be too copycatish of Halloween. I feel like it'd be cool to see a serial killer, you know what I mean, who doesn't, who, I mean, obviously when they do get shot or stabbed, they die. You know what I mean? Especially if they're human. But I want a killer. I want a story based around a killer who has no motive as to why they do what they do. When you ask them in that final act scene, when you get that final girl, why are you doing this? And they're just like, because I want to. You know what I mean? It's kind of like the stranger. Why are you doing this? And the girl just says, because you were home. You know what I mean? Like, I've always been a fan of that mystique, that mystery as to why a killer does what they do. And I'm fine with not getting those answers. You know what I mean? I've always been fine with not getting those type of answers. So I'd have to say, if it was an original story that I'd create, it would be based off a killer who has no motive, no conscience, cold. It was cold blooded. That type of killer. I don't want no motive, no nothing. I have to build the story around that. You know what I mean? So whether you can consider that as original or not, I'll leave that up for debate with you guys. But I mean, that's what I would do. And like I said, it's so hard. And that's a really good question, Conrad, because it's so hard to be original anymore because almost everything has been fucking done. Almost everything has been tried. You know what I mean? So almost everything. Not everything, but almost everything. You still have, you can still find ways to be different. You know what I mean? But you got to really, really take time and think about it and get creative. You know what I mean? You got to really get creative because almost everything has been done in the horror genre, from paranormal, from slasher, from psychological, from just flat out fucking boring and nothing's happening. You know what I mean? Like the horror, and that's the beauty of horror. That's the beauty of the horror genre is that the horror genre can literally be anything. It can be sci-fi. It can be a serial killer wielding a knife. It could be a psychological serial killer who focuses more on the mental aspects and manipulation. Like that. That's why horror, in my opinion, is the best genre because it can just be anything. It can literally be anything. It can be extraterrestrial, spiritual, whatever. Like that's why I love the horror genre because you can get just about anything. You can really just get about anything, and I love that aspect of the horror genre. All right, get down here to some of these chats. Sorry guys, I am behind in the chats. I was answering some of Conrad's questions and stuff. Craving something scary, my man. What's going on, man? Hey, Marcus, got family over, so can't stay, but wanted to say hello and always show support. Also, check your Instagram as soon as you can. Thanks, bro. Yes, I definitely will, my friend. I definitely will. Thank you for stopping by, Stephen. Always appreciate you, my friend. And anybody who's new or whatever, coming from Facebook, coming from Twitter, if you're a new viewer, a new subscriber to my channel, also head over to Craving Something Scary's channel if you haven't already. He's a tremendous content creator. Got a lot of love for this guy. He supports the hell out of me, and I, do the same for him. It's a lot of love in this community. So if you're a new viewer to my channel and to my streams, and you just hit that like and subscribe to my channel, hop on over to Craving Something Scary's channel as well and hit that like and subscribe. Trust me, you will not be disappointed. And also, Steven's a really good guy. Honestly, go show support, show him some love. Go show Craven some love. Oh, Jennifer Jones Hughes. Hey, Jen, what's going on? Thanks for stopping in. I don't know if you're still here, Jen, but I'm glad you stopped in. I haven't talked to you in a little bit. It's good to see you. Good to see you for sure. Conrad says, I just got into horror conventions. I love the guests and checking out the venue. Yeah, man. Yeah, for sure. And man, some of those vendors, man, especially with the Halloween artwork, whoa. Like, I took some pictures. I think I got them on my Instagram. Like, bro, some of those pictures and art that they do is fucking insane. I would love to buy me a piece of that. I'm not going to lie. Kirsten Marie, I haven't been to any horror cons yet, but would like to. Yeah, definitely. I mean, You know what I mean? If you can make it, you know what I mean? Especially if it lines up financially. And I say that with all sincerity, financially, make sure it lines up because it is fucking expensive. The ticket itself for the weekend pass is cheap, but you got to think of hotel stay. And I implore you that get your hotel at least a month ahead of time so you can get a better deal. Because if you book a hotel the week of the event or maybe 2 weeks out, they gonna eat your pockets, girl. I'm telling you. And this goes for everybody. If you're trying to go to a con, make sure the money's right. Make sure you have your money set in place because it's pretty expensive. Especially like now, don't get me wrong, autographs and all that stuff really aren't that expensive when you consider the caliber of the stars like Nev Campbell. I think her photo op was like the first night was $80, and then the rest of the weekend it was 50. That's not bad for Nev Campbell. You know what I mean? The same was like for Matthew Lillard. His photo op was $50. Jamie Kennedy's was 50. Like the prices for the celebrities to get your photos aren't that expensive. But if you want to spend money on like artwork, from vendors, obviously if you want to spend money on food, food and drinks, having a good time because they do have after parties and stuff, you want to make sure you have a good amount of pesos so you can, spend and have a really good time. I'd say the max that you should bring is maybe, the least you should bring outside of and this is already paying for your hotel expenses and your ticket, your weekend pass. Try to at least bring anywhere between $750 to $1,000 spending money. And maybe depending on how you're, getting there, if you're flying in or if you're driving, especially if you're driving, maybe keep about 200 in the side for gas. You know what I mean? Depending where you're coming from. But yeah, Kirsten, definitely get out to if you can. Try to get it to a con. It's a really great experience. I'm telling you, you'll have an amazing time. You'll thank me later. Trust me, you will thank me later. Conrad says my day is going great. Having family over for July weekend. Hey man, that's what's up. That is what's up, man. Oh yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. Spending time with family on a holiday weekend and stuff. Why not? Conrad says, "What are your thoughts on the state of horror right now? Are we going into the right direction?" That's a very, very good question. And before I answer that, I would like to grab me a stogie. Yeah, because that's a question that kind of requires me to smoke a little bit. I'm not even going to lie to you. Yes, I do have a straw attached to that cup. I don't care. I'm a big ass kid. Sorry. um, but the state of horror, I like the direction we're going in as of we speak right now. Halloween ends. Halloween ends. That movie is so crucial as to keeping the train on the right tracks, as you will, I want to put it in that way. Because of all the shit that we're hearing about, this movie's going to upset us as fans and stuff. I feel like depending on what they do, that like how they're going to upset us, I think that plays a crucial role into the direction of horror, in my opinion, as well as Scream. Scream's another one, guys. Halloween and Scream. They are so conjoined together because Scream mimics that movie so much in that franchise. Those two for me are those are going to be the ones to determine whether horror is going to stay on the right path that we've been getting these last couple of years, in my opinion. When Halloween 2018 came out, it breathed new life back into the horror genre, especially in terms of slashers. Listen, guys, I know there's a lot of you out there that might like the paranormal and the sci-fi side of horror, but you cannot tell me that the horror genre doesn't suffer when there's no good slashers coming out. It does. It just really, really does. It suffers mightily. So when Halloween 2018 came out, it's like we're back in business, baby. And we have been. Think about it. Since Halloween 2018 came out and it received all that positive feedback and made all that buku money at the box office, what did we get? Scream 5. After so many years of being on the shelf and never knowing if we'd never get another Scream movie, now we get another Scream movie. Now, even more so, the door is open for conversations like Nightmare on Elm Street and Friday the 13th franchises that have been dormant since 2009, respectively. Ever since Halloween 2018 had the success that it reopened a door for the rest of these slasher killers to kind of make a comeback in the modern era or whatever, or at least be talked about it. You know what I mean? And stuff. So, in my opinion, and then with Scream, you know what I mean? Because fans have been wanting Scream 6, you know what I mean, or Scream 5 for so long. And then we finally get the news, okay, Radio Silence is going to do it. And now we're going to probably get a whole new trilogy and all that good stuff. You know what I mean? Like, in my opinion, it's Halloween Ends and Scream 6 that are going to be the deciding factor whether we're continuing in the right direction in terms of horror movies, especially slashers. You know what I mean? Because, like I said, you guys, with when Halloween 2018 came back out, it brought back the discussion to bring Ghostface, Jason, Freddy, Chucky, like even Chucky's TV series. You know what I mean? Like, granted, Don Mancini had the cult, and he had the cult of Chucky, and he had what was it? The one before that? Always forget that title of the 2013 one. Oh, the Curse of Chucky, or whatever. But when we really start picking up steam and start in terms of getting some of these old school genres back in a modern time, like now, like I just was talking about last night in Destination Station chat box, and I talked about it a little bit here on the other live stream I had the other day. Now we're getting a fucking Lost Boys remake. Like, so because of the success and the money, you know what I mean, that is that you're seeing these franchises are making, the horror industry as a whole is in a really good place right now. But, but if Halloween Ends does some nut shit like killing Michael Myers in the first 15 minutes of the movie and that's it, he's not in the rest of the movie, doing shit like that, and Scream 6 not developing their new characters, and it's not, let's say it's not better than 5, like if those movies fail, if those two movies fail, we could run into some trouble. Because now, especially for Freddy and Jason, creators might look at it and be like, yeah, the initial ones did, the initial reboots or whatever in Halloween and stuff did good, but because of how these other ones, these sequels for the last Halloween Ends and, and Scream 6, how bad they did in terms of fan service and fan viewership. Like, obviously, if we don't like those movies, that could really start to mess things up in the direction that we're going, in my opinion. It falls on Halloween Ends and Scream 6. If these movies are fucking fantastic and we love them, I feel like we're gonna keep going in the right direction, but even at a faster pace. If Halloween Ends and Scream is successful, but not only successful in making money, but people like it, I'm telling you now, we will get a Jason and a Freddy movie sooner than later. I am telling you that now. I am telling you. But if these movies fail, especially in terms of fan service, we could run into some dark days. Because, guys, think about it. With Rob Zombie's reboots, with the 2009 reboot to Nightmare on Elm Street and Friday the 13th, those didn't hit that well. And then how long did it take for us to really get a true, like, how long did it take for us to get the slasher genre revitalized again? It took 9 long years until Halloween 2018 came along, in my opinion. Yeah, you had some good honorable mentions along the way, maybe, but nothing to the effect of a Halloween franchise, a Scream franchise, a Friday the 13th, a Nightmare on Elm Street. You know what I mean? So If these two movies fail, could be some dark days ahead for horror. Could be some dark days ahead for horror. Because this is the problem now with horror, too, is that even some of the new generation kids, because I guess they know it's not real and it's a movie and stuff, they're not getting scared as they used to get scared. You know what I mean? Like they're not. It's in my opinion, it's all about the story nowadays. You know what I mean? Like it's not even about being scared, it's about the story they're trying to tell. But that could be up for debate as well. But to finish off your question, Conrad, right now we're in a good direction. We're moving really nice. But Scream and Halloween Ends, for me, those could be the deciding factors. You know what I mean? If shit starts to change and goes off the rails. But I'm optimistic that they're both going to be good movies, and you know what I mean. This direction that we're heading in is we're going to be okay. I'm optimistic that we're going to be a okay. I'll leave it at that. 261 Turner. Wayne, is this you, buddy? I'm not sure if this is, but if it is, peace, Marcus. Love your channel. New member here. Oh, okay. To the YouTube horror community. Looking forward to topping it up with y'all. Oh, okay, cool, man. The reason why I asked if this was Wayne because we have another subscriber. I have another subscriber in the community whose name is Wayne Turner. So I didn't know if he had, changed his YouTube name or whatnot. So, okay, man. Greatly appreciated 261 Turner. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the community, brother. I appreciate you stopping in. Or Turner, because I don't know if you're a male or female. You know what I mean? Just to clarify that, brother, sister, thank you for joining. I appreciate the support and the love. Sarah Carlson, want to know what freedom is? Freedom is when you stop talking the pills of evil that the doctors of Satan tries to force onto you. Huh. I don't know if I missed something or whatever, but yeah, I don't know if that's a line. I don't know if that's a line from I don't know if that's like a line from movies or something or whatever, but yeah, I don't know. Let me know, Sarah. Is that a line from like a movie or something? Yeah, she says, I finally see the truth again. I see I'm the liberator. I know the devil sends out signals of evil through the TV to manipulate you into becoming slaves. That's why I got to destroy as many TVs as possible. Hold on. No, I'm not at work again, Jen. I'm at home. Um, no, I'm just trying to figure out. Yeah, yeah, I'm sorry, Sarah. I'm gonna have to block you because you're being negative, and we don't do that here. So, you know what I mean? Sorry. Yeah, I see a lot of your comments, and yeah, we don't do that here. So sorry, Sarah. Wait, what? What the fuck? Okay. So sorry about that, guys. I mean, I guess Sarah was like, you know, I don't know like what this was. You know what I mean? I'm sorry about that. And I seen that she was saying something to Conrad or whatever and stuff. So yeah, sorry about that, Conrad. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I had to sit there and really like look. I didn't know she was like reciting lines from from a movie or something like that. Like that's why I was just like, wait, what? You know what I mean? So yeah. Sorry about that, you guys. You catch up to a lot of these chats and stuff like that. Okay, yeah, I just seen it, Conrad, that you said she was saying some weird shit. Yeah, I was behind the chat. Thank you, Conrad. Thank you, Bob. What's going on, brother? You already know we got that wrestling event tonight, Money in the Bank. I will see you at 7 o'clock, my friend. It does look like I'm at work. I know, because I got this whole white wall and behind me and stuff. We got the kids over today and stuff like that. So you know what I mean. I let them roam around and stuff, and I just carve out a little space somewhere in the house. You know what I mean for me. Kirsten says, "Yay, we're going to Horror Nights too." Ooh, what is that? What do you mean by that, Kirsten? Fill me in. Is that like an event, or are we just talking like live streaming at night and stuff like that? Says, what do you do for work? Actually, I'm waiting for confirmation on DoorDash to be a full-time DoorDasher because there's a lot of good money in it right now, and I want to get my feet wet into that. But eventually, this is just to get me like some practice because eventually I want to move into the type of like delivering small, how can I say it's delivering small, what's it called, furniture. My cousin had was talking to me about this job that he found that you can deliver small furniture around and stuff, and like your base pay is like $29 like per order and stuff, and it only like spikes up per order. So like it's crazy. So like put it this way, guys, if let's say if I do 10 orders in one day at the base rate of $29, that's $290 a day. Do that 5 days a week. Do the math. You know what I mean? So I'm starting off with DoorDash to kind of get my feet wet into that, and I'm going to keep that around probably too once I start doing the other stuff. You know what I mean? Just to keep some because I like money. I'm not gonna lie, I like money. You know what I mean? So I like money a little bit and I like to make money. So, you know what I mean? I would probably keep DoorDash around, you know what I mean? For odds and ends. But that's what I'm trying to do right now. I'm waiting for my confirmation outside of doing my content creating. Just waiting for my confirmation to get started and stuff. That's why I actually invested in a electric scooter so I don't have, because I don't have a car. And even if I did have a car, I wouldn't want to waste all that gas if I can buy me an electric portable electric scooter to ride around town. My city is every. This is the cool thing about my city. Most of the restaurants are literally downtown, so they're all next to each other. You know what I mean? And everything is like it's not far. You know what I mean? So I'd be able to bing, 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 and get all those orders out the way and make some good fucking money. And I'll be honest with you guys. Some of you might wonder why I'm taking that route. Sorry, went through a little lag. That happens from time to time. Um, but if a lot of you are wondering like why I want to do that or whatever, because I'll be honest with you guys, I'm getting tired of having a boss. I'm getting tired of breaking my back for weak wages. If I can find a job to where I can be my own boss and set my own schedule, but work the way I work, like because I have work ethic. I work. I do. I don't fuck around. You know what I mean? I go in there, I get the job done to a T, and I'm ready to go. You know what I mean? And I just want to be able to make my own schedule so I can have more time for this as well. I want to be able to make my own schedule and call my own shots. You know what I mean? And that's just where I'm at in life. You know what I mean? I'm tired of having to have a set schedule for me and be somewhere when somebody needs me to be there. Like I want to be able to fucking get up and go to work when I want to. I'm sorry. That's just the honest truth. You know what I mean? As long as I'm make sure my bills are paid, I have money, for other stuff like obviously clothing and all that stuff. I don't see what the problem is with that. I mean, like, I think there's definitely more money investing in yourself than there is more money like working, like for somebody else. Now, I will also advise you, make sure you line your shit up that if you do want to start investing in yourself, you know what I mean, you're good, you're not fucked up, you know what I mean, and stuff. But I'm really big on that investing in myself type thing right now. In all honesty, I really am. Like, I want to, build myself up to be a boss type deal. Like that's what I'm aiming for. Yeah, yeah, Jen. I'm not at work. I'm at home. I'm just, I got a little certain, like I said, a certain spot carved out for me, whatever. I got my nieces and my nephews over here and stuff like that. So we're running around and all that stuff. So, you know, just, you know, didn't want to be in the way. So I just, carved out a little spot for me, you know what I mean, and posted up, you know what I mean, and just said, you know what, let's go live and let's talk a little bit. Oh, okay. So I guess you were talking about Kirsten Marie or whatever. But hey, either way, now you guys know what I do. But yeah, Bob does wrestling and shit, and that's awesome. I mean, I love that. I mean, Bob needs to be signed to a contract, and I be his manager. I'd have to think about what name I'd go by as a manager. I'll give it some thought. Yes, that's right, Bob. The state of horror, especially slashers, are moving in the right direction. Yes, right now. Let's hope we keep it that way, man. Hope we keep it that way. Let me get more updated here with these chats and stuff. I am behind. Ooh. Yeah, that's another thing that can be. That's well said, Bob. Really well said. The only problem I have with modern horror, it's all about jump scares. It's not about making a story to make you feel uneasy. Right? Yes, it's a fact. Oh yeah, I'm way behind. Yeah, it's holy shit. Way behind in these chats. But that's what's up, though. That lets me know you guys are engaging. You guys are engaging with me. You guys are engaging with each other. That's a good thing. Yeah, I found out she's a troll. Yeah. And all right, that's probably why I wasn't able to block her because when I tried to block her, it kept saying an error. So I just put her in timeout. So hopefully she stays blocked. Holy shit! Speaking of block, whatever, I forgot to go unblock Tatum Riley Heather or whatever. That mistake apparently happened in one of these live streams, and I forgot to go do it. I have to go do that or whatever. I have to go in my settings and change that. See, Jen, that's the thing. We're not going to be delivering furniture on a scooter or whatever. Obviously, when we do this, when me and my cousin go to do this or whatever, he's going to be investing in like a box truck or a van or whatever, and then I'm going to be with him and stuff like that. And I already told him, obviously, for like expenses, like if the van would need repaired or oil change, shit like that, insurance payments, I would help go in with that because you know what I mean. We're basically we're basically subcontract. We're in business together, basically. You know what I mean? So that's how we would be doing that or whatever. But in terms of door dashing, I would be door dashing on a scooter, not moving furniture on a scooter. Not happening. No, no way. I'm pretty sure I would get pulled over for that, especially here, because there's one thing they love to do is pull you over for something fucking stupid so they can get some money off of you. But yeah, Jen, he's going to invest in a van or like a box truck, one of those deals. and stuff. And yeah, that's when we're gonna be doing that. It's gonna probably be like another, I want to say month or two before we really start doing that, which is why I'm like really getting into the DoorDash thing. Like that's the thing too. Like I said, I have work ethic. So I most weeks I'll probably work anywhere between 55 to 60 hours a week, especially depending on if the money's looking good and you know what I mean, stuff like that. I heard people, somebody told my cousin who does this shit, they make like 1,600 a week just door dashing, doing 60 hours a week. I'm all for that. Give me that money. Mm. And the cool thing about the scooter is that it literally has, it's an adult size scooter. Obviously, I wasn't gonna, invest in a child one, but it even has a basket attached to the back, and it's a nice size basket to where I probably could fit about 3 bags, probably like 3 bags worth of like, you know what I mean, orders and shit. But yeah, that's that's what we're gonna be doing, Jen. We're not definitely not gonna be doing no small furniture or any type of furniture on a scooter. That'd be pretty innovative though. You'd have to bungee jump, you had to bungee cord the shit out of it probably. Oh, that's what's up. Thank you, Kirsten. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, I'm excited to start doing this DoorDash and stuff. I'm just like I said, waiting for my confirmation and all that, and I'm ready to go. Yeah, I mean, oh, I'm not gonna lie. Expect to see a video of me whipping donuts in my on my scooter at some point, you guys. I will post a little quick short video. I told my cousin I'm gonna go ride around to everybody, all my peoples I'm cool with, and I'm gonna roll up to their house and I'm just gonna like beep beep Richie beep beep and then drive off, fuck with people. Jen says I fell asleep during Destin's live stream last night. What time did he go to? He went till after 4 o'clock. I was there. I was on his stream till I want to say close to 4 o'clock, like right around 4. And I, chatted him and told him, I'm peacing out and stuff like that. They were still going, so I don't know exactly what time they were done, but he went real late. They went real late. Yeah, Kirsten. Yeah, I just, I mean, stuff. It keeps slipping by. I'm not gonna even lie. I just, I mean, especially when I wanted to get this live stream out here and all that good stuff. You know what I mean? I was just like, man, I just want to go live and talk right now and stuff, and just put everything together. And it just like slipped my mind. So I'm gonna take care of that after the stream. Now that it is on my mind and all that stuff, I'll take care of all that. Right, Jen. Hey, listen, Jen. They have adult size scooters. I mean, Jen, why not join the scooter gang, Jen? Come on, Jen, join the scooter gang with me. Come on, let's do it. Hashtag scooter gang. Get that out there right now. Let's do it. Come on, Jen, get yourself a scooter, girl. Get yourself a scooter and go make that money. That's the cool thing too, is on the apps they have the features where you tell them, are you driving a car, a bike, or a scooter? They have the bike and the scooter feature on there. And the scooter I'm getting is going to be, it gets up to like 15.5 miles an hour, which, like I said, it's perfect for me because I'm just going to be worried about hitting the city. Like I said, the restaurants, like I live right, like not even 5 minutes away from downtown. There are so many fucking restaurants within the whole like George Street block. It's ridiculous. So I'm going to have a plethora. I'm not going to have to go far. What's up, Val? How you doing today? Thanks for stopping in, as always. What's up, Marcus, Barbarino, Kirsten, Jen, and Conrad? What's going on, Val? I hope you're having a great day. And Bob, see you out, buddy. I will be catching you later. Me and Bob are going to be going live at 7 o'clock for WWE Money in the Bank. So any wrestling fans out there, head over to the channel. You'll see it there. It's already posted. Hit that like button, share that stream. If you have friends who are family who love wrestling, who are going to be watching Money in the Bank tonight, have them come over, like and subscribe to the channel, and guys join us in the chat box while we do the live watch along and give us you guys' thoughts on what do you guys think is going to happen, your match outcomes, and what do you guys think will be the best match of the night. If you have wrestling fans out there, go over to that stream, hit that like, and share that stream. And we're also going to have Bobby's breakdowns on the channel as well, on the panel. It's going to be a fun night. It's going to be a fun night. I hope we get some. I hope we get some shock elements tonight. I hope we get some shock returns or something like that. Ooh, yes, Val, that is tonight. That is tonight. It starts at 8. We are going at 7. To get an hour into pregame and stuff like that. I'm sure they'll have like the pre-show matches and stuff airing live or whatever before the actual pay-per-view starts. Jen Werner says I can't afford exclusive. Actually, Jen, I will do you a favor, especially when mine comes in or whatever. I will send you the server I got mine off of. It is not that expensive, in all honesty, and they have insurance out there that's like it might be like cheap, what I mean, insurance and stuff, but they still do have insurance out there for that to where you're not killing yourself. You know what I mean? And so you can buy into it. Like they have like scooter insurance that literally is like not even like $20 a month or some shit like that. And just to be driving around. I mean, that's if you want to do it. I'm just putting it out there. You know what I mean? But just to ride around the city and make some money delivering orders and drop. I'm not gonna complain. I'll cough up that insurance money. Good question, Conrad. Mark, your favorite moments in pro wrestling? Uh, I'd have to say my favorite moments in pro wrestling are when Stone Cold gave Vince and The Rock the beer bath. Kurt Angle, reversing that with the milkathon. Uh, what's it called? Fuck. Brock Lesnar's debut, because I was hearing a lot about Brock Lesnar. We're actually seeing some footage of him in OVW and kind of was hyped about him coming to WWE. Uh, Ric Flair's re-debut in WWE in the 2000s when he came in as the co-owner, because I'm a big Ric Flair fan. Uh, Kane's debut, arguably one of the greatest debuts of all time, as well as Chris Jericho's debut, his Millennium Countdown. You can make a case that that's the greatest debut of all time. Like, there's so many moments in pro wrestling that I have, like, all right. Sorry, once again, went through a quick little lag. Happens from time to time, obviously, and stuff. But again, Conrad, I have a lot of favorite moments in wrestling. Like, if you're gonna ask me to narrow it down, Stone Cold winning the belt at WrestleMania off Michaels, because that signified the change and that we are fully now in the Attitude Era. So I'd have to say that was my favorite moment. Seeing him land that stunner with Mike Tyson making the count, yeah, I'd have to say it was my favorite moment, because that's my favorite wrestler of all time, is Stone Cold. That's my dude. So yeah, I'd have to say for me, if you're going to ask me to narrow it down, it's when Austin finally won the belt. And also because he talked about that in that Monday Night Wars video. That was his first like world championship. Is this is the first time in his wrestling career that a company is saying, this is our guy, this is the direction we're going in, and he's our biggest star. You know what I mean? And I think that that was for me the greatest wrestling and moment that I have recollection of and stuff because he deserved the shit out of that. You go back and watch Stone Cold Steve Austin's career. It's like Dusty Rhodes said in an interview. You would have never thought that he would have became what he became. When you watch Stunning Steve Austin, with the Hollywood Blondes, when you watch him in ECW, you would have never thought when you watched him come to WWE. Remember when he came to WWE, he was the ringmaster. That was his name. You would have never thought Stone Cold Steve Austin would have became Stone Cold Steve Austin. So him finally getting the his due diligence and a company backing him and putting the belt on him, I'd have to say as a fan, that was the greatest moment for me to watch. I could go back and watch that match and watch that ending again and again and again. And it still feels like, I still get goosebumps even talking about it. I feel like it's just yesterday I'm watching. You know what I mean? Like it has to be Stone Cold finally winning the belt for me. Finally winning the belt. Yeah. Good question, though, Conrad. I appreciate that question because it's tough, man. There's a lot of great moments in pro wrestling, but that's mine. Like I said, ha ha. That's right, Val. Sing it. That's right. I'll be there. Oh, my voice ain't there today, guys. I'm not even gonna lie. It's not. It's not there for it. It's not. Okay, yeah, I seen that Craven was doing that Studio 666 watch party last night. I've been wanting to watch that movie, so I'm gonna have to get on it or whatever and stuff because I heard it's pretty good. I heard people liked it. Dino, what's going on, man? Thanks for stopping in, buddy. What's up, everyone? Glad I could finally catch our Shine 6 times stream again. Hi, yeah, buddy, definitely for sure. I know you've been putting in that work. You know what I mean? And Dino, if I don't know what you're doing tonight. I don't know if you're off work or whatever, but if you want to come on the panel tonight because we're going live for WWE Money in the Bank, shoot me a message on Instagram, my friend. Let me know what it's looking like. Even if obviously you can't make it in the first couple hours, if you can at least make it in before the main event or whatever, at any point in time you can make it in. If you can, let me know. Shoot me a message on Instagram or leave a message in the chat. 261 Turner. Hey, thank you for stopping in. And yes, definitely hope to chat soon. 261 Turner is a new subscriber to the channel, so I greatly appreciate it. And everybody, if you haven't already, welcome 261 Turner to the family. All right, guys. Oh, well, Val, you're 2 for 2 right now. So if you're recommending it, then I trust you. You know what I mean? You've put me on to 2 good movies I've never seen before already. So I trust you. And I kind of figured it was going to be funny. Like I'm pretty good at like, can telling what movie is going to be a pretty good horror movie, like a horror comedy. So I kind of expect to go in that movie laughing. I will say that. Ooh, okay. Yeah, has some brutal kills. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. It's so funny because Wayne Turner, what's up, my man? I shot him 6 times. It's 5:15 a.m. Sunday here in Sydney, Australia. Yeah, man. It's early. It's early. It's real early right now in Sydney, Australia. Thanks for stopping in, Wayne. Hey, it's funny because I just got a new subscriber by the name Oh, sorry, lagging real quick again. But if I'm not mistaken, I just got a new subscriber by the name of 261 Turner. And I thought that that was you initially, Wayne. I thought you changed your name, but that wasn't the case, obviously. But glad to see you, Wayne, as usual. Glad to see you up this early in the morning and joining the chat, my friend. Jen, this is actually that is a really good question. And I have that answer for you. Think about it like this. Wrestling and horror are kind of the same because they play characters and they also cosplay as characters as well. The whole point of a wrestler, obviously, is to create a character that the fan base believes in. Like the character has to be somewhat of an extension of themselves, their actual selves, kind of like horror. You know what I mean? You're not gonna go into a horror movie accepting a final girl if you don't believe she has the character traits to be a final girl. Catch what I'm saying? That's why wrestling and horror, in my opinion, mesh so well together because it's kind of almost the same thing. You know what I mean? And you can be just like in horror. Just like in horror, you can do and be just about anything extraterrestrial, spiritual, slasher. In wrestling, you can portray any character you want. That's why wrestling and horror go hand in hand. And that's why a lot of horror fans like wrestling. And plus, the Undertaker character. The Undertaker character is so iconic that he literally he brought in a generation of horror fans because people believed in that character so much. When Mark Calloway would show up to the events and he'd walk through the group of people outside, they would literally sit there and get out of his way and stare in awe. And he played that character and he remained in character for that reason or whatever because he wanted people to believe that he was truly the Undertaker. Just like when we see killers, just like especially like in Stream, and we don't believe Amber is could have killed Dewey. It's stuff like that. We want to be believable. We want these characters to be believable. That's why wrestling and horror, in my opinion, goes so well hand in hand. You can just be about any. You can be anything. You could be literally anything in horror and in wrestling. Literally can be anything. Oh, what's going on? D1 double P. Oh, Dippy. Okay. Hey, I got bad eyesight from a distance. I literally have to lean sometimes, and I need glasses. So Dippy makes music. Hey, what's going on? Thanks for stopping in. What type of music do you make, Dippy? I'm gonna have to check you out. But thanks for stopping in the chat. And if you haven't already, Dippy, hit that like and subscribe. We'd love for you to join the family. Happy to have you here. Wayne Turner says, "Oh, okay. I only liked how Final Girl Sam killed Richie in Scream 5. Otherwise, her character was terrible. All on the writing." Yeah, a lot of people feel that way. A lot of people feel that way, Wayne. A lot. It's a lot. I feel like I'll say this, and I don't want to get into it and stuff because a lot of people know how I feel about Sam. I feel like the writing was written for her that way on purpose. And I'm just going to say that. I feel like that her character, the way she was presented, was done on purpose. That's right, Val. Love The Undertaker. That's right. Jen says The Undertaker was scarier than any horror movie I've seen. That's a lot of people like really was scared and intimidated, but that was real. Like his aura was real. Like that shit, it was real for sure. There's people that was literally scared of that man because they believed in that character so much. Dino says Kane was an homage to Michael Myers. He did the head tilt and sit up. Yep, you're right. That is absolutely right, Dino. That is absolutely right. You are absolutely correct. And did a great job at doing it too. Let me tell you, Glenn Jacobs. Before we get into like most underrated psychos, because I do want to have a quick conversation about that as well and stuff. We got about, I'd say about 50 minutes or whatever, so we got some time or whatnot. But man, Glenn Jacobs, man, like he's great. He's a phenomenal actor, like a phenomenal character, like a role player. Like he's really good. He did Kane's character to a T so well. Nobody else could do that character, in my opinion. Nobody. The way he did the head tilt, the way he sat up, the homage to Michael Myers, and then obviously Kane played in See No Evil as Jacob Goodnight, one of the most underrated killers, in my opinion. Like, I love that character. I wish we would have got more. Yes. Yes, The Undertaker did bring in a lot of horror fans. Yes, he did. I always wanted him to do his own movie, like a real serious movie, but we never got that. Ha! Wayne Turner, Vince McMahon as the higher power was scary. It was me, Austin. It was me all along. I fooled you, Austin. I fooled each and every one of you. Oh man. Fucking Vinnie Mac, man. Love him or hate him, he's created a lot of fantastic moments himself, especially as the evil Vince McMahon, the evil chairman. He's the greatest heel ever. He is. He's the greatest heel of all time. But I'll say this about that. When I was disappointed, I thought that there was. I really wish they would have never really kind of made the corporate ministry, because I felt like it took away from the darker aspect of that version of The Undertaker. I felt like it kind of held him back and watered him down. I wish they would have let that version of Undertaker just stay solo or have his original minions, in the Ministry of Darkness. I wish they wouldn't have made the whole corporate angle to it. Because I ain't gonna lie, I like that version of the Undertaker. I thought that was the scariest version of him, sacrificing people on the fucking symbol and shit. Hey, Austin! Yes, that's the seat, Wayne seat right there. Yep, you're right there with me, my friend, and I'm right there with you. That's where I'm at. Without getting into it detailed for detail, that's where I'm at. That's why I believe that her character was written as such. Excuse me. Yeah, that's right, Kirsten. I'm on that Sam train too. I am on that Sam train too. Oh, gotta love those lags. Gotta love those lags. But yeah, Jen says seeing The Rock as the Tooth Fairy was a riot. Right? Yeah, I know. I know. He ate a lot of shit for that. Dino says, I know people don't like the idea, but I think in the end, Ghostface will actually end up being terrible because that truly shock everyone. Hey, that's not impossible, man. It's not. It's really not impossible. There's a case, you know what I mean? And it would be I would put it this way: it would shock people in terms of people would already feel like she's the real final girl, so they would kind of like reverse that. I can see that, but I with how Sam was written, I feel like with how Sam was written, if they don't fix that in 6 or in 7, it wouldn't hit home for me. It wouldn't make sense for me. It wouldn't for Tara to be, the ghost face. Just based on how Sam was written and some of the questions I need answered. I don't know. But I wouldn't be mad. You know what I mean? I wouldn't be mad at all. I listen, I I'm an equal opportunity ghost face. Anybody can be ghost face. Just don't make it fucking stupid. That's all I care about. If you make it stupid, that's where you lose me. But if you make it make sense, I'm down for anybody donning that mask and that costume. Anybody. Except for Cindy Prescott. Except her. She can never don it again unless it's to obviously be an homage to how she wore it in the original when stabbing Billy with the umbrella. Never to be a Ghostface killer. The reason why I say this is because Tara's star is rising as she does more projects. I think the one to realistically be the final girl for Scream in the next movies, it would be Melissa Barrera. I mean, listen, we can have this debate. You know what I mean? I feel like with how she was written in 5, there's no way unless they fix that. Now, if they fix it, then you got me. But they have to answer questions as to okay, what did she do in those 5 years? Was she so easily able to find Dewey after not being in Woodsboro for that long? And we know Dewey did move out of that big house and move to New York at some point in time. Like these are questions that have to be answered. You know what I mean? In my opinion, in order to kind of clear Sam, in my opinion, like they made it too obvious that she's involved. In my opinion, I don't feel like she was the final girl. I feel like she's more of a Marine Prescott. Think about it this way: she leaves for 5 years, a la Marine Prescott. Nobody knows where she went or what she did. And then when she comes back, all her secrets are coming into fold. Who's the victim of these secrets? Who is the one who's being punished for these secrets? Tara, much like Cindy was with Marine secrets. That's why I don't see Tara, guys. I mean, you can make the argument for certain, little scenes that make her look suspicious, but isn't that like we even say it with Sam? Isn't that the whole point of Scream is to make everybody look like a suspect? This is my whole thing. Is if Sam truly is the final girl and she's the new Cindy Prescott, not once did we ever suspect Cindy Prescott to be a killer. Not once. Not once did they ever have any shred of evidence that made you question Cindy Prescott as, a possible Ghostface killer. There's question marks on Sam. There's question marks on Sam. And some of you have question marks on Tara. And I respect that. I just don't see it to the degree you guys see it too. I really don't. I mean, they're gonna have to fix this shit with Sam in dialogue form. You know what I mean, for me to believe that. You have too many unanswered questions with Sam, in my opinion. And there's too many shits that makes her look obvious, like in my opinion. Like I said, how'd you find Dewey? How did you find Dewey, but you don't know where Stu Mocker lives? You gotta explain that. You don't know, you knew where Dewey lived. But you don't know where Stu lived. Come on. When Amber has lived in that house for years, this is my whole argument. Amber lived in that house for years, has been friends of the family for years. Christina Carpenter, as we kind of see in Scream 5, is an incompetent parent. Sometimes she might not even be there. She might not be around. What if Tara needed picked up from Amber's house? Who would be the one to pick her up? Samantha would. In my opinion, there's too many little Easter eggs, little nuggets that I saw that points to Sam. You know what I mean? As the killer. You know what I mean? As a possible Ghostface in terms of if you're gonna match her and Tara up. You know what I mean? Like, but that's just me. And I respect you guys' opinion. You know what I mean? Maybe we will get that. I don't know. You know what I mean? Fuck, we can only speculate. You know what I mean? But from what I saw, I'm not buying it. I'm not. I'm not. If they fix that shit in six, I'll put it this way: if they fix what I'm asking for in 6 or 7, and then Tara starts to look a little more suspicious to me, maybe then you got me. But I just don't see it. I don't. And think about it like this: with her star rising, why would they want to make her a Ghostface killer? They would want that cash cow to keep coming in. When you line them up between Melissa Barrera and Jenna Ortega's star is way more booming than Melissa Barrera's. You know what I mean? You would want that star power to keep coming back into the franchise, much like Nev Campbell. Because think about it like this: Scream 7 is going to be Nev's last movie, in my opinion. If you're going to continue the Scream franchise and continue with Tara or Sam or whatever, Sam would have to be the final girl because she's the bigger star. She's the bigger star. And what draws in a crowd? And what do studios want? They want a star. They want somebody who's going to draw in money. Melissa Barrera is not going to do it the way that Jenna's doing it. Jenna's younger. She's younger and she's more into film. Melissa has music that she does. She's not 100% into movies. Jenna is 100% into movies. And I understand that she's got other projects that might come along and all that stuff. But if there's one franchise that can make her a staple, why would she not take that? Why would she not take being a staple of a franchise when she knows she's going to make probably more money off doing that franchise than any other movie that comes after? If they don't try to lowball her, eventually like they did now. I mean, but we'll see. Yeah, she's in a lot of shit. That girl's star is booming. Yeah, her shit is booming. And that's why I say, like, I feel like with that star rising, and she's young. She is young. I feel like it would be way more smart if they were to keep her as or make her the final girl that I and a lot of people think she is. You know what I mean? You need that financial staple. You need that person that's going to make you keep coming back and put your ass in the seat. Be honest with yourselves, especially from what you've seen acting wise. I don't care if it's how they written her in the movie, whatever. Do you want to see more Melissa Barrera or do you want to see more Jenna Ortega? I'll let you guys decide that. You know what I mean? Because everybody has a different opinion. Some might actually want to see Melissa more. You know what I mean? I just think because of the youth and the upside that you can take with this young woman in this franchise, I feel like Tara would be better suited for the final girl, especially with how they writ Sam in 5. Right. Real quick before I read that. Yeah, Sam enjoyed killing Richie way too much, and that wasn't her first kill. That wasn't. That wasn't. That was not her first kill. I'm not buying that. Not buying that at all. Wayne says, I agree with you, Sans. Unless they plant the seed for Tara as a possible Ghostface. Yeah, they could do that. And that's not impossible because now she's going to be out of the fucking crutches. Now she's going to be able to maneuver. She's going to be able to move. You know what I mean? And stuff. But even if, now, I will put this way. If they do plant the seeds for Tara as a possible Ghostface, well, then they just fuck themselves both ways. because then you planted seeds for Sam too. And if you don't fucking get those questions answered as to how did she know where Dewey lived but not where Stu lived, certain things, you know what I mean? Certain things like that, then basically you made both your Cindy Prescott type characters look like red herrings when we never suspected Cindy Prescott, the OG, to ever be a red herring. Not once. So that's the problem they run into by doing that. That's the problem they will run into, because then now you're like, now we're sitting here wondering, right, who really is going to be the final girl. We didn't have to question that with Nev. We knew who the final girl was going to be. We knew that Cindy Prescott wasn't involved in this shit. That's the issue that, in my opinion, they run into if they start seeds for Tara as to be a Ghostface killer. That, in my opinion, based on what I've seen from Sam and her dialogue and her writing, that I don't think that would be a good direction. But hey, we got a long way to go. Well, I don't even want to say long. We got what? Now 11 months to go, and it's going to be here before you know it. So we'll see how this shit all plays out. I'm excited for it. Scummy. Thanks for stopping in. Appreciate it. Scummy says Halloween is confirmed to have additional threats besides Michael, which is in line with the Christine quote from the director. Oh God, Jesus Christ, no. Oh man, Scummy, thank you for that. I've been seeing something like that. I haven't clicked into any videos because I've been busy and stuff, so I haven't gotten a chance to click any of those videos about that. I have been seeing that around, and oh God, no, no, damn it, don't. No, the only fucking threat in a Halloween movie should be Michael fucking Aubrey Myers. No. Because now, why I say that is because now you really leave the door open. Is this motherfucker going to be killed in the first 15 minutes? If we have other threats besides Michael Myers in this movie, like, God, why? Why are they doing this to me? Bandito, why are they doing this, Bandito? God, man, I hate this. I don't like that idea. I don't. I don't want other threats other than Michael Myers. I don't. Like I said, that just now leaves the door too open for him to be killed early on. And I hope that's not what we're going to fucking get. Hopefully, I'm just stressing about it too much. I don't know. You know what I mean? But, oh, good God. It's either they're going to kill him in the first 15 minutes of the movie or they're going to turn Allison. That's all I can think of. And I hope neither one happens. But we'll see. I'm not going to dwell on this, you know what I mean, or rant, you know what I mean, as much as I'd like to. I'm not going to hold you guys up like that. You know what I mean? I'm just, you'll see the disappointment in my face. Like, it's bullshit. That's bullshit. Other threats than Michael Myers. He is the fucking threat. He's the reason why we're scared on Halloween night. Nobody else. Oh, ah. They're fucking with my franchise, and I don't like it. I don't like it. But hopefully it's not. Hopefully it's not bad, and hopefully it's completely different than what we think it is. You know what I mean? Hopefully it's not. Sorry, what quick lag, real quick. No, it goes like Scummy though. Thank you for saying that, because I mean, like I said, I've seen the videos out there. I've seen there was some videos made. I haven't got to look at them. Hey, freaking dogs. Anyway, however, yeah, I'm As you can tell, I'm not on board with that. We'll see how it plays out. I just that sucks. Ghostface Fanatic, what's going on, buddy? Thanks for stopping in, my man. What's up, man? I'm just popping in to say hi. I do got something to do though. Oh, okay, man. No doubt, man. Hey, always appreciate the love and support, Ghostface. I appreciate you, my friend. And hopefully you're having a great day, Ghostface. Take care of whatever you got to take care of, man. Jed Werder says, I really hope that having Gail, Kirby, and possibly Sydney at 6. See, I got it. I got it that time, Jen. I made it sound proper. I know sometimes with how I talk, you know what I mean, and stuff, my accent or my lingo, whatever you want to call it, it doesn't sound like I'm saying it correctly, but I for the most part. But yeah, I really hope that having Gail, Kirby, and possibly Sydney in 6 does not keep the development of the core four from happening. Yeah, I mean, I think Jen with Nev, if she is officially back, she will not be in the movie as much. I don't think she'll even be. I think it'll be a small cameo. But I think when Jamie was saying that she's going to have a hearty role in this movie, I think that means it's going to have like her part's going to be very, very significant. It's not going to be hearty in the terms of a lot of runtime, not a lot of screen time, but it's going to be hearty in terms of significance and what her part means in that movie. So I agree with you. Hopefully having all three of them won't, stop the development. And this is why I say, Jen, and I'm actually turning it into a t-shirt. I'm gonna create hashtag trim the fat. You gotta trim the fat. Meaning, Gail, gotta go. Kirby, sorry, baby, I love you. But maybe just you two, maybe you gotta go. We gotta trim the fat. People gotta die. And I don't just mean, these college students who mean nothing. You know what I mean? These cast-offs who are not gonna be that important to us in the long run. I'm talking about characters like Gail, characters like Kirby, characters like Mindy, characters like Chad. We got to trim the fat. We do. We have to trim the fat, which means a lot of people got to die in this movie. I mean, like, especially especially if you're gonna develop them and kill them off, like you have to. You have to trim the fat one way or another. And I'm more so saying you got to kill the Gale or Kirby or both. And I hate seeing that because I hate saying that because I would like to see Kirby in 7, but I don't know. There's not enough room for all of them. There's just not. Eventually, there's not going to be enough room for all of them. But I'm right there with you, Jen. I'm right there with you. Yeah, Scummy. It's amazing how Hollywood loves destroying love properties, almost like it's purposeful subversion of our culture. Yeah, man. Yeah, it's all about the Munolito, my friend. It's all about the Munolito. All about the money. All about the money. Jed, please don't. Marcus, please don't have an aneurysm. I'll try not to, but they keep messing with my franchise, and I don't like it. Okay, Val says the director said it had vibes of Christine, not another threat. Okay, I mean, I mean, vibes of Christine. I wonder what that means. I like Christine a lot, by the way. It's a really good movie, underrated gem for sure, in my opinion. It's a classic. Um, yeah, I don't know what that means. So, I mean, I just hope it's a good movie, and I hope there's no other threats outside of Michael Myers. Yeah, I mean, that's just all. I'm gonna leave it at that. You know what I mean? But hopefully you're right, Val. You know what I mean? Hopefully it's not another threat and it's just Christine vibes. And the Christine vibes that we get are really, really good because that is a fantastic movie. And Val says, if I'm not mistaken, I think Craven went through the article where he was talking about it having Christine vibes. All right, I'm gonna have to check out that. I did see him post a video about that. I don't think I've gotten around to that one yet. Okay, good. But the article never talked about another threat. Okay. We'll see. We're gonna see. Hopefully even with the Christine vibes, it don't mean like subliminally like another threat. We're obviously just have to wait and see till we get there. Yeah, that's right, Val. Jen, if they want the franchise to continue on after 7, they're gonna have to develop those core 4 from 5. Yeah, I agree. I agree. Absolutely. Wayne, my man, thank you for stopping in, my friend. I always appreciate seeing you in the chat, as always. Wayne says, sadly I gotta go. I'm tired and need more sleep. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Thanks for having me on. Thanks for having me on and all. Enjoy the rest and bye all. Yeah, no doubt, buddy. No doubt. You get some rest, my friend. And hopefully when you wake up later, if you're not doing anything, stop by the wrestling stream. Stop by the Money in the Bank stream. We'd love to have you on. Jen says not to jinx myself, but being in a live stream seems to be keeping my internet up. Yeah, sometimes it's weird. You know what I mean? It's weird. I For all the money that we pay for internet service and shit, like, Wi-Fi, like even sometimes guys, like when I have my Ethernet cable hooked in and I don't have it now, which is probably why it does lag out a little bit more or a little bit, often than not or whatever in this stream or whatever. But even when I do have my Ethernet cable hooked up, it still lags sometimes. Like I just wish with all the money we pay that we would get clean, clear service to where there would be no lags, none of that shit. But that's almost virtually impossible. And Conrad, I see your question here. That's actually what we are going to be talking about here in the next 20 something minutes. I am going to I'm going to stay on to the 2 hour mark, guys. So we got 23 minutes to talk about this or whatever and stuff because I do want to start getting extra stuff put on for the Money in the Bank video. I got to add some tags and all that stuff to that stream or whatever and all that. But yeah, we'll go to the 2 hour mark, or I'll say the 2:05 hour mark because I'm gonna stop the camera real quick for a second because I do have to go use the bathroom. So I'll be right back. But when I get back, we are going to discuss this, Conrad, and everybody in the chat for sure. All right, guys, I'm back or whatnot. Now, guys, I know I said I was going to stop at like the 2 hour 5 minute mark, whatever, and stuff. But guys, hey, I'm just saying, if you guys want to keep the stream going, hit that donation link in the tag or whatever. Obviously, we know this channel isn't monetized yet or whatever. If you guys want to make a donation to the channel, and if you want to keep the stream going past the 2 hour and 5 minute mark and keep going or whatever, donations, we'll do that. I have the donation links in the channel just in the stream description. I am going to be putting more of the donation links in my streams and all that stuff. You know what I mean? So if you guys want to support to the channel that way and keep the stream going longer, donations will help. You know what I mean? It's in, like I said, the link is in, the links are in the description of this stream. I have Cash App and PayPal because I know some people don't deal with Cash App. So just check out those links. And if you guys want to make a donation to the channel, and if you want guys want to keep this stream going longer, past the 2 hour and 5 minute mark, you know what I mean? Make some donations. If you feel free to. I know times are hard and stuff like that. I hate even doing that and stuff. But guys, I'm not gonna lie, it does help the channel out a lot. It really does. Jen, I just checked it. I am up to 194. You know what I mean? 6 away from 200. You know what I mean? So, hey guys, like and share this stream. You know what I mean? Like and share this stream. You know what I mean? And hopefully we get some more subscribers, some new viewers, some fresh faces, and all that good stuff. You know what I mean? Like, and share, share, share. I appreciate you guys so much. Oh, real quick before I head more down the chat or whatever. Jen. Wow, I thought that was Jen for a second. Val, sorry. Val Janowski. I'm just hoping we get some more 78 flashback scenes in the end. Loomis, yes. Me too, Val. I am praying to the Loomis gods that he is involved in this movie, even if it's just one scene like in Halloween Kills. I want to see Loomis one more time in a Halloween movie. So definitely on board for that. Definitely on board for that. Want to see Loomis back. Want to see Tom Jones Jr. back as Dr. Loomis for sure. But yes, Jed, thank you. Only 193 subs. We need to promote him. I'm up to 194 now. I just check it. But thank you, Jen. I greatly appreciate it. Listen, I've been promoting on Twitter, Facebook. I just made a Reddit, you know what I mean, and stuff like. I'm starting to post a little bit more on there. I am starting to post more on Twitter and stuff like that. So that also falls on me too. You know what I mean? Like I will tell you, doing all this stuff because I do everything by myself. I create all my overlays by myself. I do everything literally by myself. All my social media engagement posts, I handle this shit all by my lonesome. You know what I mean? So you guys liking and sharing is honestly really helping me out a lot. You guys like promoting me, honestly, it helps because it gets difficult sometimes, you guys. It really does. You know what I mean? And stuff like that because you can't, especially when you're trying to make videos and you're trying to do live streams. I don't have time to really engage on Facebook or Instagram as much as I'd like to and stuff like that. So, like, you guys helping me out, you know what I mean, with these promotions and stuff like that, sharing my stuff, it really does help a lot. You know what I mean? And I'm sure you guys see it on my YouTube channel. I do have a Patreon account. Everything's not, I'm gonna put it this way. I have things set up, but I want to do a review on it and make sure I'm comfortable with what I'm, offering you guys before I really, really start promoting that and stuff like that. I do want to go in there and check it out and just add a little bit more stuff to it and stuff, but that's going to be coming too. I mean, it already is here. Like I said, I want to add some odds and ends to it and really see if I'm comfortable with what I'm giving you guys. Because obviously, I want to give you guys the best I can give you because of all your love and support that you guys show me. You know what I mean? So, guys, again, you guys liking and sharing this stream, it does really, really help a lot. And sharing on Twitter, Facebook, all your social media platforms, it does help a ton. You know what I mean? It really does. Like it can get stressful sometimes trying to do everything. But you know what? I love what I do, which is why I keep doing what I do and I'm not going to stop. So, yeah, I mean, it gets difficult and be a great, oh, good old lag. I mean, sorry about that again, you guys. But yeah, again, guys, thank you again for all the social media posts, all the love and support. I greatly, greatly appreciate it, you guys. And again, guys, this is only my second time. I'm not only streaming on Facebook, I'm streaming well on YouTube. I'm also streaming on Facebook and Twitter right now as well. And there will be some streams that I will be doing this a little bit more often, like I said, to drive in more viewers, to drive in new viewers, and have people join our family and like and subscribe and all that good stuff. You know what I mean? So some of these streams, especially if you see like some Facebook, icons and stuff like that, some of these streams will start having some people from Facebook or whatever coming in and all that good stuff. And I will say that some of you face people coming from Facebook, if you see this stream and you're having a difficult time trying to talk in a chat box, or I'll say this, if you're, let's say, if you leave a comment and it says Facebook user, that's because you have to go in the description and you have to go to the bottom where it says StreamYard to give them your Facebook account so I can see your name in the comment section. If you don't do that, I won't be able to see your name. I'll just see Facebook user and I won't know who it is. All right, guys, we're at the 145-minute mark. So let's start talking about some of these underrated psychos and stuff like that. But like I said, guys, if you want to donate to the channel and keep the stream going, my Cash App link and my PayPal links are in the description of the stream. You know what I mean? If we start getting some donations or whatever, I'll keep the stream going longer, you guys. I will keep the stream going longer. I'll say this, my max time that I will keep the stream going longer to is 5 o'clock Eastern time. It's 3:58 here now. So if we start getting some donations ringing in or whatever and stuff like that, I'll keep the stream open or whatever till around 5 o'clock. Okay, so let's start getting into some of these. Thank you, Jen and Val, for sharing on Twitter and Facebook and all that stuff. Thank you, much obliged. I greatly appreciate that. Real quick before we get into these underrated psychos and all that stuff, Scummy says if they go to the possession route, Shape finds another younger vessel, leaves Michael. I understand it, however, it won't be the same thing. That's just the Boogeyman Demon franchise, not Halloween. I can agree with that. For me, that's 50-50. I think that would make sense because of the vessel of Michael Myers, the human form of Michael Myers. We see that vessel aging. We see the gray hair. We see that when he does get shot and stabbed, he does feel it. You hear the grunts. You hear him. You know what I mean? In the original, we didn't hear that. You know what I mean, and stuff like that. So you hear him. You can hear him and see him aging that vessel. So him going into another body would make sense. However, I think it would be too expected and it would be kind of cheap. You know what I mean? Because we kind of expect that, in all honesty. So I don't know. We'll see, man. We will see. Love the profile pic, by the way, Scummy. Well, the channel picture, I should say. I love that Halloween 4 reference. I know a lot of people don't like that mask, but still. It's Michael Myers. How can you be mad? All right, let's start getting into some of these underrated psychos and stuff. So before we do get into it, I actually want to put up some overlays and stuff like that. So give me a second. Let me get these bad boys in here. All right, guys. My first underrated psycho I want to talk about is Mr. Mocky Mock himself, Mr. David McCall from the movie Fear. I mean, look at him. Like, tell me he don't look crazy. Tell me that boy don't look crazy. Look at those eyes. Look at those eyes. Like, come on. Psycho, like straight fucking psycho. Guys, if you've never watched the movie Fear, like you guys got to watch that movie. Honestly, that's my favorite Mark Wahlberg movie of all time. It really is. Like he played that role so fucking well as the overly protective, love struck psycho boyfriend. Like he does not get any credit in my opinion for that role. Like he doesn't. We see Marky Mark and we always think Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch, and we see him, for his action movies and stuff like that. Shooter, maybe Daddy's Home, with Will Ferrell, and like comedies like that. The Corruptor. You know what I mean? Marky Mark is more action than anything, but and Fear wasn't even more. It wasn't even like really horror, but it was thriller. It was suspense, and to me, David McCall, the character that Mark Wahlberg portrayed, does not get any love. And this guy was fucking psycho, guys. Like he was psycho. Like, I mean, I'm gonna spoil it for you if you haven't seen it. I'm sorry. But like the scene where he literally takes the pen ink and he's in the bathroom and he's like writing or whatever on his skin or whatever, and when he wipes it off it says David and Nicole forever, or Nicole forever and stuff. Like he was so obsessed with her, like, you know what I mean, like that he was literally taking pen ink and tattooing it on his body, tattooing her name on his body, like. And then just not even that, the scene with William Peterson, who played the dad, Steve, or whatever and shit, the dialogue when he goes up to Steve and he's like, "Wow, I guess you really aren't a, you know, I'll say, because I don't want to get canceled or, I don't want anybody to be offended. You know what I mean? But wow, Steve, I guess you really aren't a homosexual. You know what I mean? That's basically, what Mark Wahlberg said, just obviously in a more derogatory type way, if that's what you want to call it. You know what I mean? And stuff like that. So obviously William Peterson's like, wait, what are you talking about? This ain't nothing about me. It's about you. He's all, no, it is about you. Yeah, no, it's everything about you. Everything, all your insecurities. Like, I'm gonna answer to your problems. Like, and he starts talking about how he abandoned Nicole, how his wife is on his jock. Like, just that dialogue, that scene with that dialogue was just like, wow. Like, it takes not only big fucking balls, but it takes a true psychotic person to talk to your girlfriend's father that way and basically tell him, like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not going anywhere, basically. Like, I'm here to stay and there's nothing you can do about it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I really respect that character so much. Like, and he does not get any fucking love. And like me and my sister, I mean, that's her favorite character, you know what I mean? In terms of like Psycho, I would like to think, if I'm speaking for her, you know what I mean? That's her favorite like character or whatever. Like we both love that character so much. He was just so fucking intense. Like he was just so intense. And then, like I said, with that dialogue with Nicole's dad, and after, William Peterson threatens him and says, if you don't stay away from my family, I'm gonna rip your balls off and you're gonna be coughing them out of your fucking nose or whatever. You get that, my friend? And he's like pointing at his chest. And then obviously he leaves. And then David's just pounding his chest just so he can create a bruise to make it look like, Nicole's dad assaulted him. Like, it's psychotic brilliance. It really is. And I feel like Mark Wahlberg as David McCall does not get any love, guys. Like, he does not get any love for being a psycho. Like, he doesn't get any love as a underrated psycho or a killer or whatever you want to call him. You know what I mean? He does not get any love, and I think he should. I mean, because he was really, really good. He was fantastic in that movie, and he was fantastic in that role. Like, man, like if you guys haven't seen Fear, I don't know what you guys are missing, but I'm pretty sure the majority of us that's in the chat box and on the stream right now, I'm pretty sure we've seen the movie Fear. And yeah, for me, Mark Wahlberg, he's one of my most underrated psychos in horror and suspense, if you will. Lay, do me a favor, baby. Can you go in the living room with that? It's all right. I got it. I got it. It's all right. Give me a second, guys. All right. It's all good. Change the locations. Nothing new. It'll allow me to actually hook my cord up. So hopefully we don't endure any more lags. All right, there we go. Just loading up. All right, guys. Sorry about that. I am back. That's right, Jen. There's that green curtain. That's right. That's right. The green curtain live in effect. Let's go. Honestly, though, Jen, I think what it is I just have to pay more money for a better internet service than what I have. Lay, baby, can you take that in there? Because I can't have that noise in the background. Thank you, kids. But yeah, I think that's just what it is. I just have to upgrade my internet service, and then it's like it's crazy because they are like I'm already paying like a little over 100 for it or whatever. So like I'm pretty sure the rates did go up. So either way, I'm just gonna when I have time and when I can, obviously make that switch, I'm gonna have to get a better internet package. But like right now, we're in the middle of like trying to move and all that stuff. So I'm not even like trying to do all that until like we get out of this place we're at now and then move into the new place and all that good stuff. But either way, I love that green screen, that green curtain. Adds to the mystique of the channel, I guess. Oh yeah, oh yeah, Val. I see. Hold on. We're about to talk about him next. Don't worry. A second. There's a bad boy up. Oh yeah. There he is. There he is. Very underrated as well. He's another one. Christian Bale in American Psycho. Guys, it's nuts. Like he was so good in that fucking role. Like that's what made me a fan of Christian Bale was that role that he played in American Psycho because he was just so wired and so unhinged at times or whatnot. Like, but he was also like how can I say it? He had that charming aspect to him, and he was funny. You know what I mean? He was funny. Like that scene where he's banging out the girl and he's fucking looking at himself in the mirror, pushing his hair back and all that shit. Like that was one of the most fucking hilarious scenes I think I've ever seen in a movie. In all honesty, I'm guaranteeing that almost every guy that saw that scene, that sex scene when he's hitting it from behind and he's looking at himself in the mirror and he's like flexing in the mirror. I'm almost guaranteeing any guy that's seen that scene, they were doing that with their girl the next time they had sex. I am guaranteeing it. Guaranteeing it. If you didn't do that, you're lying. I'm sorry, you're lying. I know a lot of you bros out there did that, reenacted that scene in American Psycho. I know you did. But yes, absolutely, Val. Here, I'm gonna pull up your comment as well. I know I'm a little bit behind, but I did see that. Still lagging. The Ethernet cord hooked up and everything, and it's still lagging a little bit. But it's not lagging as bad as it was earlier. So, but yes, Val, would you put Bale from American Psycho on that underrated list? Absolutely. Yep. He does not get enough love at all. And in all honesty, like people forget that he basically started a franchise. Like what American Psycho has what like two, three sequels, like two or three movies. I know Mila Kunis played in one of them. What did they have? Like two or three movies? Like he kind of sneakily started a whole new horror franchise in a way. You know what I mean? And stuff that really didn't get much love or didn't get much attention. But that original one, in my opinion, was an underrated classic. And he's an underrated psycho for sure. He does not get nowhere near enough credit as he should. He I'm gonna put it this way. If that movie doesn't come out, that's the type of psycho killer that I would want to cast, like or build a story around. That's the type of killer I'd want to build a story around. I love Christian Bale and fucking American Psycho. Definitely on that list as one of the most underrated killers. I mean, psychos. Yeah, well, killers, psychos, whatever you want to call them. See, I'd have to go back and watch that movie, Dino, because I have not watched it in a while. So I can't answer that question because I can't remember it. You know what I mean? But I'd have to go back and watch that and give you my answer to that one. Excuse me. I know another one is Insomnia with Al Pacino that people you know what I mean refer to, especially in terms of Robin Williams as well. Yes, that's right, Dino. Fear was awesome. Dino says, "What company is it? Xfinity, Xfinity." Jen says, "I need to iron it." Oh, yeah, I know, I do, but if I put it this way, if the fucking thing isn't gonna work when I have, when I'm trying to use it, I'll do all that when I get there. You know what I mean? It's I can actually get it to work without it lagging. Then that's when I'll be like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna rewash it, take it to the fucking put it on the ironing board and iron it out and all that stuff. But I'm not even gonna lie to you, Jen. I'm not even worried about that right now. I'm not. Yeah, that is another one. Anton Sugar and No Country for Old Men. It's been a while since I watched that one too, but yeah, definitely, definitely. Another one, in my opinion, is Rebecca Gayheart, Urban Legend. She's another one. She's another one. I actually have another female as well on this list or whatever that I've put together and stuff like that. So let me pull that up real quick. But yeah, Rebecca Gayheart, guys, like an urban legend, fucking total nutbag. But I loved it. Like she was, ooh, especially in that final act scene where she's explaining everything. You know what I mean? Like, and guys, this picture right here is pretty self-explanatory. Look at that. You know what? Let me remove that comment so you can get a better look. Look at that bad boy. Batshit fucking crazy. Batshit fucking crazy. Very underrated in my opinion. Does not get any love. Like she's one of my favorite horror killers of all time. Just because of how batshit crazy she was, and in all honesty, because she's a woman, and we don't get to see that too often. As a woman being the lead, like antagonist, like the lead killer. You know what I mean? We don't get that a lot at all. So like yeah, we don't get that at all. So I was reading a comment and stuff. But yeah, we don't get that at all, in horror movies and stuff, like especially in that time. And like guys, like this, she was incredible in Urban Legend. She was manipulative, she was beautiful. You know what I mean? Like she didn't give you the initial vibes as a killer, but when she got there, Ileana, can you stop, please? Thank you. But yes, she is like she was manipulative, she was beautiful, and she was just batshit fucking crazy in the end. Like, guys, like that final act, when she's like, till the night, you took him away from me. Like the way she was screaming at her and everything. Like, I forget Alicia Witt's character name in that movie or whatever, Urban Legend, but she was screaming at Alicia Witt and like giving her the third degree and giving her motive. Like, guys, like fucking batshit crazy. I love Rebecca Gayheart in that movie. I do. And she's another one of my most underrated psychos in a horror movie or a suspenseful thriller. I got one more here for you guys, and then I'm going to focus on you guys' chats and stuff before I wrap it up. I am going to check my phone because if I got any donations, like I said, I will keep the stream going. Give me a second here. All right. All right. And to the list. Another female. Bam, right there. The GOAT for me, guys. The greatest female killer of all time. One could argue with me and say, Mrs. Voorhees, and I respect that. But this one, Sharon Stone, Basic Instinct, guys, like so underrated. She gets no credit at all. She was perfect as this femme fatale type role. Perfect, beautiful, manipulative, psychological. Psychological. That's why I'm so hooked on her character and Basic Instinct. Everything is done with a purpose. Everything's done with a purpose. She did things so smooth and so executed her plan so well. Like, and she just knew how to hook and hook and hook and hook. She just, guys, like, I love her character in Basic Instinct. Like, man, she gets no credit. She gets no love. I don't see nobody talking about characters like Rebecca Gayhart's character and Sharon Stone's character in Basic Instinct. They don't get no love, you guys. And I try to do my best to do that. You know what I mean? To show these killers and these psychos that we see in these underrated movies and stuff. They deserve their shine. You know what I mean? That's why I wanted to, put that on the stream, of most underrated killers. Just have a couple of them, not a whole list, a whole concoction of them. I could go find many more, I'm sure. You know what I mean? But you know what I mean? Like, I just wanted to do something like a little light list and all that stuff. But definitely, like Sharon Stone, for me, she's my favorite female killer antagonist of all time. I mean, some will go with, like I said, Mrs. Voorhees. Some will even go Jill from Scream 4. I ain't gonna argue with y'all. Those are good, great choices. Really great choices. For me, it's Sharon Stone in Basic Instinct. You know what I mean? Like, you want to get psychological? That's psychological. Go watch that movie. That's psychological. Like, fantastic. She was just so good. So good. So good. And gets no love. No fucking love whatsoever. You know what I mean? Just lights up a fucking cigarette in a police station in an interrogation room. What are you gonna arrest me for smoking? And then fires that bad boy up. Like, mm. Sharon Stone, Basic Instinct for me, guys. Like, oh man, so underrated, so underrated. No love, it's no love, and that's bullshit. Just like Rebecca Gayheart, it's no love whatsoever. Yeah, I seen Conrad. Hey man, you enjoy the rest of your day, my friend. Hopefully you can make it to the Money in the Bank stream, my friend. Oh, I will see you later. Thanks for stopping in and showing your love and support as always. All right, I'm gonna check out some of you guys' chat. I'm actually gonna go get my phone real quick and see. What's that? All right, guys, we're at the 2 hour and 10 minute mark. I said I will go a little bit longer as I will keep the stream open till 5 if we got donations. I am checking now. Oh, muted myself. Okay. But either way, even if I didn't, I'm gonna go through all you guys' chats and then, what I mean, answer you guys' questions or comments or whatever, and then I'm gonna wrap it up. Let's check this real quick. Do me a favor, real quick, Lay. Just turn that down a little bit, or whoever is Lay. That is loud enough to where you can hear. All right. But anyway, guys. So let me get to the rest of these comments. But yeah, Conrad, hopefully I get to see you later, buddy, for the Money in the Bank stream for sure. Yes, Urban Legends, awesome movie. Yes, absolutely, Val. Absolutely. I love that movie. That's another one. It's another underrated gem, man. Like they don't that's another movie that does not get enough credit at all, especially for the times. Like I like that better than I Know What You Did Last Summer. And I say that because I know a lot of fans back then when Scream and I Know What You Did Last Summer and those movies were coming out, we're all like, "Oh, I Knew What You Did Last Summer. Is it better than Scream or on the level of Scream?" Which it wasn't. And I actually thought Urban Legends was far in between, way better than I Know What You Did Last Summer. That's just my opinion, though. You know what I mean? Well, I'll be able to check my email. That'll be able to tell me too. Also, guys, real quick, as well, if I didn't mention it at the beginning of the stream, if you want to make a donation to Monster Mania, the GoFundMe app that we put together, or GoFundMe page that we put together, that link is in the description as well. If you guys want to make a donation to Monster Mania. All right. Yes, Jojo. Hey, man, thanks for stopping in, my brother. Actually, I'm about to wrap it up here in a few short minutes and stuff like that, and go get ready to watch Money in the Bank and get ready for that stream as well. Yes, Kirsten Marie. Urban Legend is amazing. I need to rewatch soon. Hell yes, it is an amazing movie. Very underrated, and like I said, Rebecca Gayheart is so underrated as a killer. Dino says Billy's mom was nuts as hell. The way her eyes would pop when Cindy would talk about Billy was great. Yeah, no, absolutely. Like she was nuts. I guess for me, she just didn't hit the nail for me as a killer. Didn't really like Mrs. Loomis that much. Like Laurie Metcalf, think she's a great actress. I don't know. It just didn't hit home for me. But no, I agree. She was batshit crazy for sure. You know what I mean? As would be expected. As a parent losing a child and all that good stuff. That's right, Dino. These underrated psychos definitely deserve their flowers. Hell yeah, man. Like Like I said, Marky Mark and Fear, Christian Bale and American Psycho, fucking Rebecca Gayheart and her fantastic psychologicals. Oh, here we go. Huh. Gave me a double tapper real quick. Huh. It must be telling me it's time to go. But yeah, again, these underrated psychos definitely deserve their flowers. I'm right there with you, my friend. Right there with you for sure. You know what I mean? Absolutely. Absolutely. They don't get no love or no credit, and they definitely should because they were fucking amazing. You know they're amazing when we can have a conversation about it, and literally everybody in the chats is yeah, they're great. Like, you know what I mean? And so that's how you know, like, you know what I mean, they did a great job at, whatever role that was. And they definitely do deserve their flowers for sure. Yes. Yes. Yeah, that's right, Dino. I mean, let's face it, Cindy, she's no Sharon Stone. Hmm? Oh man, good call, Dino. Good call. Good call. Good call, my man. Right, Jen? Yeah, that's right. Yeah, hello, Dino. That's right. Oh, she called you Dean. Oh, come on, Jen. Come on, Jen. I know it was a mistake. It's all good. It's fun. Oh God, love you guys. Honestly. All right, gang. We are going to wrap it up here. I am going to get off here, and I will see you guys at 7 o'clock. And I hope some of you make it for WWE Money in the Bank. I shot him 6 times. Horror movie channel special. We are going to be going live, myself and Bob and Bobby's breakdowns. I got both Bobs on the channel tonight. You know what I mean? So we're going to be obviously going live, doing a live watch along for WWE's Money in the Bank pay-per-view. And guys, again, if you know any wrestling fans, send them to the channel, send that stream to them, share that link or whatever, have them like and share have them like and subscribe to the channel and have them like and share that stream. The more likes we get, obviously, that helps the YouTube algorithm and we'll be able to get more viewers and more people to join the family in the chats. You know what I mean? So, guys, head over to the channel, click on WWE Money in the Bank link that I have set up there, the live stream, and share that bad boy and hit the like button, please. I would appreciate it. I'll get some of you guys' other comments here. I see real quick. Got a quick rush of comments. Okay, what's up, Castellar? Yup, Money in the Bank. Yup, we'll be going live later for that. I'm actually about to wrap this stream up now or whatnot. But thank you for stopping in, Castellar, and hopefully I see you later for WWE Money in the Bank 2022 watch along. Phil Clogger, hey, thanks for stopping in. I mean, you're coming in right when I'm about to wrap this stream up or whatever. But thanks for stopping in. I greatly appreciate it. My dad is Metallica. How do I keep my dolphin from eating the lettuce on my dashboard? I honestly I don't know, man. I wish I could answer that. I had the answers to that question, but I don't. That mean, but that's what's up. If your dad is really Metallica, that'd be really cool. I mean, that'd be badass. But even if he's not, again, man, thank you for stopping in and thank you for dropping a comment. It's greatly appreciated. You know what I mean? Helps the channel out a lot. But I am about to get off here, guys, as I stated. About to get ready to start putting some tags and stuff together for the Money in the Bank stream. I'm gonna take a little break, probably take like an hour break and then start messing with it around 5:30 or whatever. So again, guys, I hope to see you guys at 7 o'clock for WWE Money in the Bank 2022 pay-per-view. I shot him 6 times live stream special. Again, hit that like button on that stream, share the fuck out of it so we can get a big audience. And I hope to see you guys at 7 o'clock. Have a good day, guys. See you then.
shedding 6 times.